I'm a lifelong resident of New Orleans, born and raised in Charity Hospital. Spent a lot of time growing up across the river in Marrero. I have 9 children who are going to schools in both parishes. Most of them went to school in Orleans Parish. My children, my daughters, is out of town in Texas. And one of the reasons why she is still in Texas after Hurricane Katrina is because she understands the educational environment in this city is not suited to raise children. I do have some children, some grandkids, who are presently going to school in Orleans Parish, and my concern for their education, their well-being, and their safety is in great compromise. One of the things I blame for this is the charter school system that we have in this city. They took away the community schools, which was the heart and soul of our school system, the same way as probably the heart and soul of any school system across the country. Even those folks who came in telling us how good charter was, when I questioned them about, well, how was your school system set up back where you came from? They had a community-based school system. The same ones who came here and fostered and benefited from a charter school system with us. The highest schools that performing in this city are those that's under Orleans Parish schools. The ones that's under charter are the ones making the lowest grades, even with all the machinations to get the cream of the crop, which is what they try and do. They try and get the best students to be in the charter schools. Even with all of that, we still have failing schools. And the bottom line is, schools work when you have an intention to teach. These charter schools do not. Their intention is to make money. Their intentions, according to my research and according to the outcome, is to dumb down the whole population, but especially the black and brown population. But anybody in those schools, unless you in gifted, you're part of the process of dumbing down. The transportation part of the school system took all the power and authority from the principal. Historically, the principal was the chief operating officer of the school, the students in school and out of school, because they were the ones responsible to the parents as to whether or not little Johnny or little Sue got home. If they were late, you call the principal. If there was a problem, you call the principal. She would coordinate remedies and solutions with the bus drivers. We sold that. Our charter school system made that another category in the business corporate setup, where transportation was not under the purview or control of the principal. That was separate. So you had kids going to school from Can't See, which means it's early in the morning before dusk, at dawn, until Can't See at night. They come home when it's dark. So our babies are on street corners, at public service stops, waiting to get picked up with no supervision, no guardian, no safety nets around them while they're going to school on transportation that's privately owned. And because it's privately owned and because it's a corporate model, their number one concern is not about our children. Their number one concern is about corporate liability. Therefore, you have nobody on the school bus that's monitoring those children. The bus driver job is not to monitor those children. His job is to get them from point A to point B. So he has no responsibility to what happens on that school bus, as long as he gets them to point A and point B. With children meaning buses motor across town on the same bus, same time, same space, you got a syndrome that I equate with an ant pile. Whenever you mix ants on an ant pile, what you have is open warfare. And that many times is what happens on those school buses going to and from school. You have no authority, the adults have no responsibility, and those children are basically on their own, going to and coming from school. Most parents in my city who are occupied working 2 jobs to make ends meet because both jobs don't pay a living wage, who are otherwise occupied, who think school is the way it was when they were in school. They have no idea what their kids are going through. When they go to the school, the atmosphere is there, what are you doing here? Why are you here? It's almost as if they're trespassing. That's the response, or that's the reaction they get when they go to their kids' schools. They get no information and they are made to feel immediately unwelcome on site. You compare the parents' disassociation with what's really going on in school, and you compare the children's real life experience in going to schools that are either shabby when it comes to bathroom facilities, or they are not teaching them what they need to know to survive in the world. And the automatic response to that by any child is, they must not love me. If they love me, I wouldn't be in here. The conversation that we are having is not about civil rights. It's about human rights. So my appeal is to the humans, both in the United Nations, in my nation, in my state, in my city, to come to our aid. Because the repercussions are already playing out. It's playing out in our crime statistics. It's playing out in our murder rate. It's playing out in our children not having critical skills. It's playing out in them not exercising critical thinking, because they were not given these tools while they were in school.